All right, yeah, I know it's been a long time. It's the third Sub-Zero. We're gonna get right to it. How do I feel about the new Mortal Kombat 12?
Choose your destiny. Sub-Zero.
All right, so Mortal Kombat 12. Obviously, there's a lot to say about the game. I mean, initially, obviously, when you look at it, I mean, it looks good. It looks pretty good. It's like there's nothing wrong visually with the game. Of course, I like to play. I like to play Mortal Kombat, so this game was already gonna win in that aspect. All right, but there are a lot of problems with this game. Okay, and I know that this is already out there. People have been talking about this for since the game has been out, and really, I just wanted time to enjoy the game for myself, and instead of have to feed y'all little pieces as I'm playing it, I can take the whole game in and then come to you and let you know how I feel about the game. Now, first of all, I gotta let you know that the way that I'm playing the game on PC. Okay, so when you watch this footage that you're seeing in the background, no, I'm not Sub-Zero. Yes, there's a lot to talk about. No, I'm not Sub-Zero. I am Garrus. And there's a good reason for that. I don't like the design of Sub-Zero. All right, I played Garrus. Garrus was my second character that I played in Mortal Kombat 11. I don't like Sub-Zero in this game. And if you say, what don't you like about Sub-Zero? He's basically exactly how he was in the last game. No, he's not. He's not. Like, first of all, that overhead is super slow. I mean, it's funny. It's funny because my initial problem with that move is that it was super slow. But when you actually look at the way that this Sub-Zero was fighting me, he was using that forward or whatever command it is. He was using the overhead axe on me, and I barely ever. Well, I barely ever blocked it in the first round or two. But whatever, that's beside the point. Okay, I'm not Sub-Zero. I didn't like the design of Sub-Zero. I didn't like a lot of things, but again, those were small issues with the story and maybe certain things that they decided to do with the specific character. It wasn't like, oh, this is game breaking. This is gonna make me hate the game. So I'm playing the game on PC. Man, this game is terrible on the listen. This game, it's terrible on the PC. It's terrible on the PC. Like, there is this issue plaguing this game where after it was an update. I believe it was the first update. All right, because before the first update, we were able to play it on the PC, and even though it was trash, you were still able to run the game. Right now, there is an issue going on, and I don't know if y'all have. I know that y'all have faced this issue, and I don't know how prevalent it is though. Basically, after a certain update, the game would only go to a black screen. All right, and I could not figure out for the life of me why it was just going to a black screen. I could not figure it out. And finally, after I don't know how many, this was like 2 weeks I couldn't play the game. It was at least 2 weeks I couldn't. It was at least 2 weeks I could not play the game. I finally figured out that what you have to do, I actually just show you. What you have to do is this. This is footage of one of my matches. You have to go in. The game will not run with more than 4 processors running on your computer. So you have to go in. I can do it on the screen. You got to go to the run command, right? You got to bring up NMS config, okay? You have to go into your system configuration, go to your boot settings, go to advanced options, the number of processors right here. You have to click this and you have to limit it to 4, because if it's anything more, the game will not run. It will go to a black screen. So, again, this is just a random issue. I'm going to make a separate video about it because I want people to be able to fix it. Because I don't know how much people know about this. Because in the recent update with Omni-Man, right, I was super excited. I'm like, okay, we could be good. Okay, they might go ahead and fix that for me where I can use my 16 processors is what my computer says. I don't know if those are real process. I don't know. All I know is you have to limit that number where it says processors to 4, and then the game will run. It doesn't make any sense, okay? But that's what you have to do. So needless to say, I was pretty mad about that. I couldn't play the game for 2 weeks, okay? I was ready to get a refund, okay? So my experience has not been very good on the PC with this game, okay? With that being said, issues aside from just what's going on the PC, there are so many things. Let's start with let's start with what I believe are very, very blatant imbalances in the game. Okay, this is the matchup that I would actually. It's not the matchup, but this is the character. Obviously, this is what I feel like. Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna coin this term, and I don't know if anybody said. No, nobody said this. I know nobody said this. Okay, there are like 3 or 4 characters that are playing MK2K. Okay, and I'm gonna explain that. They're playing MK2K. We're playing MK1, and they're playing MK2K. All right, and let me explain. They're playing MK2K. All right. This is what they're doing, all right? You want to know why they're doing that? I don't even know. Listen, look. He just tried to do it right there. He just tried to bounce me like a basketball. You want to know why? Because they have moves that bounce you like a basketball. Bounce. 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 Nut punch. And it's like, okay, so what? Look at him trying. There it is, right there. Bounce, bounce. Oh yeah, but I had to hit my time stop, and I had to get up out of there. But I'm glad that was perfect timing. I didn't even plan that. Okay, that was just perfect timing because he's gonna do it throughout the whole game. He's gonna do it throughout the whole match. Bounce. There it is again. There it was again. Bounce. Listen, bro. Let me explain to you inherently what is the problem. In my look at the problem with that particular move animation, okay? The problem is that move animation does. Yeah, this is why I fatalityed him because I couldn't stand it. Oh no, I can't show this. I probably shouldn't show that. Oh no. Darn it, bro. Anyways, we'll go there for a second. I feel like that particular move order basically makes it so that you don't have to hit confirm, and it's not even like me. Oh, that's a crazy. No, that's not even crazy. Like, listen, if you have this, sorry, if you have this much time, these videos are going to be more like a podcast, okay? So from here on out, But if you have this much time to see if somebody, you're not hit confirming. I mean, it's not even hit confirming. You're seeing if I bounced. That's not hit confirming. Hit confirming is having a small, it don't even have to necessarily be small. You're not hit confirming, like, because you're not canceling into anything. Like when you hit confirm, You need to special cancel into something. This is like where the mind game is. This is where you don't have necessarily enough time, where you have to be pinpoint precision, paying attention to what is happening when you type in that. If you just dial in the whole thing, then you didn't hit confirm. You just did it on block, or you just typed it in, whatever. There are certain moves that you just have to just go for sometimes, where maybe it's a low or it's an overhead, where it's like Sub-Zero's overhead, Sub-Zero's forward 2 in Mortal Kombat 11. You couldn't hit confirm that. You just guessed. You just guessed. You were just like, I think I'm gonna land that, and then you cancel into something. You don't have to hit confirm when you just two bounce, two bounce. And then there's people that, man, him and Baraka, and then it's just like they make the move safe. Yeah, I don't understand why you give someone an overhead launcher and make it safe. For what? For what? Why? Let's make, so you got high risk, high reward, right? Sometimes you got low risk, low reward. No, now what they have, no risk, high reward. Why? What is the point? What is the point? That could bring us to our next issue, which is on the screen, illustrated right here by, as my man Faith says, Eduardo Boone. Eduardo Boone says, we are working on a... I know y'all read it already. All right. And I know you already seen this. So why did he do the thing that was the third highest? Because I'm sure, I don't know if y'all know, but he's moved ranked play to now 2 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 5. It was previously 3 out of 5, and when the Omni-Man patch dropped, it's now 2 out of 3. So first to 2 instead of first to 3. He asked everybody, what do you think we should do first? And then bro, we should have been able to play with people from other platforms, okay? There's no rooms. Those things really went hand in hand because they were able, from whatever means they were able to make lobbies that were crossplay. And it's just like, dude, bring the rooms back, okay? Now just do the game. Listen, man. I had to figure out before I even decided to really make this video, and really this video is kind of it's just me talking really, but did I want to be one of those people, that's like, everything's great, everything's great, come on, it's great, it's good. No, man. I'm not gonna be one of those people, first of all, and I don't need to be anyways. But it's just not. The game has too many problems for me to look at it and really say, "No, well they did do their best." I think they did, because that's what I was really thinking. I'm like, well, literally, you gotta seriously just put yourself in their shoes. You got a Mortal Kombat coming out. This is basically your life's work. And if it's not your life's work, this is one of the biggest jobs that you're going to have or that you have ever had. Okay? Or that you will ever have. And you would think you would handle it with a lot of care. And, this is where my man's Jaded Rabbit kind of comes in, and where he shout out to Jaded Rabbit, where he says, it could, I mean, he doesn't say it could. He pretty much just says it is more of a talent issue. And, I'm not trying to, harp on people. I don't know where the dramatic drop of effort and you know, just content in general, even if it's not good, you know, I just don't really see it. I don't see how they are going to like tell me that, oh, we put our best foot forward. We really did. Did you? Um, that kind of goes to the next thing, which is this whole, you know, the way that they advertise the game. They're like, oh, I mean, like, look at this immersive story campaign reflecting Fire God Liu Kang's yet radically altered. I mean, I don't know the way the way that I kind of understood what they were kind of getting at when they were like, it's immersive and it's new. Like that's what they made me feel like there was gonna be a new aspect. No, it's the same thing. I mean, yeah, it's a new story. I understand. It's a dynamic single player campaign. What is dynamic about like the randomness of it? I guess that would make it technically dynamic, right? Because it's random. Yeah. I guess that makes it dynamic. With built-in progression and RPG mechanics. Where are the RPG mechanics? What about this is RPG? Role-playing game? Or what mechanics are they talking about? How you can open loot boxes that have rewards that are just the most insignificant stuff that you're never gonna want. These talismans. I don't want to play with talismans. That's not barely part. I don't. It's fine. Some people like that. I just don't like that. Okay. You wanna play it? You can buy it right now. The Switch version is ass. Okay? It's ass. And that's not saying anything new. I think the cast is I'm not about to be the guy to be like, and this cast is trash. The cast is good. Like I don't think there's nothing. I don't feel like there's anything really wrong with the cast. A lot of complaints that I'm hearing come along the lines of, you know, them talking about how they make some of these girls look really manly. I mean. I do care. I would rather that they didn't look like dudes. I mean, like, look at Lee May, bro. Like, bro, what are you trying to do? You trying to look butch? And all of those story points were hilarious too. Like, they were all bad. Okay, like just starting with. Like, oh yeah, it was under her watch that the princess's father was killed. It was under her watch. Like, bro, who says that? Who says that? And then this dude, that is our only release. It just don't make no sense because why are they? He says it's only a matter of time before they're like what bloodthirsty monsters, right? But yet, Melina just turns into a blood-sucking monster just every time she doesn't get her medicine. Why isn't he a bloodthirsty monster when he don't get his where's his medicine? Why they didn't put that in the story? And why does he look all jacked up and she don't? Oh, because she's only halfway. Oh, okay. And then you had this dude. I was terrorized. Terrorized everywhere. Terrorized. Because I could transform to a human. I was terrorized. I don't get it. And then he's all like, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know where this is going. I just gotta get everything out in one video, okay? He's all like, just to catch me, they must see me. And then proceeds to show himself to everyone. What a fool. Yeah, man, it's just so bad, bro. Excuse me. It's just so bad. In terms of the plot points in the story, they just weren't good. But the cast had, you know, the cast could have been good. It just wasn't. I mean, well, whatever. The cast is fine. Okay. That could bring us to the next thing, which is the fact that they put out DLC within, like, the game came out on September 19th. They dropped DLC on 11/9. That's less than 2 months. I mean, I don't know what the timeline was for Mortal Kombat 11 when it dropped. I think it dropped in April, 2019 or something. I don't know. But, you know, it just is so money hungry, man. They just, like, don't even hide the fact that they just won't. And we already, look, man. Look, listen. We know that they are in it for the money, okay? Like, we know this. But, man, can you try to hide it a little bit? Like, Eduardo, what are you doing? So yeah, those are just some of the issues that this game has. I mean, there's smaller things like I can let's see. I think that there needs to be more defensive options. For instance, I don't think that it would be a bad idea for us to, I know they're not going to do any of this stuff, okay? But I don't think it would be a bad idea for us to be able to block in the air. I'm not mid combo, but you know, preemptively, if you're jumping in the air and maybe you just want to bait something out, you know, like oh, that would be sweet if you could bait out an anti-air. Oh, that would be so sweet. So down twos would be punishable on block in the air. So if somebody, because people do kind of just mindlessly, like when you jump, I mean, don't get me wrong, they think it's a mindless jump, but it's not necessarily, because there can be games with certain air moves. If you don't have any air moves, then yeah, you're just stuck in the air. But that would be cool if they added a new little option there. It would allow you to be able to jump more, block in the air, and nobody can really just hit you with a down two. They would have to maybe hit you with an air to air, which will come to timing and animations. I don't know, just more mind games. Like right now, the only mind game is who's gonna land the two combos. And it's like, I don't even, like, if you see like with Garrus, he has really good combos, but they're not necessarily easy. They're not easy to do. Even the combo, like you're gonna see, I think I might try to do it right here. No, that's not it. The one with Kung Lao, where you can do a meterless combo extender with Kung Lao. The timing on that is super hard. I mean, it's super, like, you only have a couple frames. Like, it ain't like a Johnny Cage or a Scorpion or a Smoke or a Raiden, you know, where you got the entire, you got the entire animation to figure out, like, did it hit or not. It isn't even about you seeing if it's a hit confirm. You're not hit confirming. You're just seeing if the animation bounced me up. You got 2 moves and a bounce. You're not hit confirming. Couple of things that I don't like. Oh yeah, so well no, let's talk about the more defensive options. I think breakers should probably be less. Breakers should probably cost 2 meters. I heard Fate saying that he thinks it should cost 1 meter. I mean, it would be fine. It would be okay, but I think that 1 meter is I think that's too cheap. I think if it costs 1 meter, you're never gonna see a combo. So I think that it should probably cost 2 meters to do a combo breaker. Yeah, see, I messed that up right there. It should probably cost 2 meters and a combo, or excuse me, cost 2 meters to do a combo breaker. I also think that, I don't know, you guys know that down 2 mechanic. Yeah, see, I just did it right there. The down 2 mechanic, where if you hit somebody with a down 2 on punish or counter, if you have 2 bars of meter and you press the right trigger and up right after you hit the down 2, you'll jump up in the air and I mean, I actually have it right here. You'll jump up in the air and you'll do you can continue the combo. You can do an air combo. This is videos from Mr. Albert Ronin. I'll go ahead and subscribe to him. Yeah, he shows us this right here. So right there, the person is jumping. He did a down 2 counter. That's normal situation. That's when you'd be able to jump. And then when you use the 2 meters down 2, boink, and you hit the right trigger and up, you can bounce up. Basically, I think that should cost. I think that should cost less. I think that should cost 1 bar. I don't know why it costs 2 bars. Nobody's ever going to use it. Way too expensive. That isn't a defensive option, but I think that it would add more. It would add more to the game. Like, at least now, if you got a spammer and you hit him with a down 2, you can continue the combo. It gives both people, and then the people in the air, if they're not going to commit to an attack and they want to block, then they'll obviously they'll honestly be able to catch you with that down 2. So let's see here. I don't. The skins are obviously, like, I thought the game was gonna give us, like, I thought they were gonna give us at least the amount of skins that they gave us in MK11, and they definitely did not. The amount of skins that we have in this game are just what, like, everybody has like 2 skins in like 5 palettes. Okay. I think Johnny K still needs to be nerfed. I think that's obvious. Like every move, every string, every normal that he has is plus. His buttons are just too good. I don't understand why that you want to make a character with 0 weaknesses. You're supposed. I mean, his one weakness is that he doesn't have a projectile, but as we already know, you have a projectile when you pick a certain cameo, which everybody picks Kung Lao at the moment. But there'll be whatever when Tremor comes out. Tremor's gonna have one too, a projectile that is. Megan Fox's voice acting is obviously subpar. Okay. We continue to be plagued with certain issues, as obviously everybody knew about the sorry about that 100% combo that you could do here with Sindel. This was patched with the Omni patch, or excuse me, this was patched before the Omni patch. They patched this right after the ETC, I believe it was, or whatever the tournament was. The tournament after they had it, they went ahead and patched this out. Well, I'm sure that I would assume you guys know, but if you don't know, they found another one at another tournament, and this is not 100%, but it's like 85%. Look at Garrus's energy. He has 80. It's eight. I believe so. It would be 87%. He has 872 health. He can't block any of this. Okay, Jax hits him with the unblockable. Resets the combo again. Boom, into the unblockable. That is all of that is. You can't avoid any of that. So, I mean, all that to say that there continue to be issues in the game, and I know that there's going to be issues with this game no matter what. But what I would like to see is maybe somebody at the forefront, maybe taking a little bit of accountability for certain things, and maybe telling us like, hey, we're sorry about the issues. We definitely know about them. You know, it's hard making a fighting game and blah, 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 blah. You can say whatever you want, but there's nobody saying anything. We're just left to pick up the pieces and make up our own story. So, you know, it's up to them to really take ownership. I mean, it's their franchise, you know. Let us know what you got. Like, just tell us. What's the problem with crossplay? Why are we the only people behind? And when I say people, I mean like Tekken, Street Fighter, and other fighters like that look at Mortal Kombat and kind of look at us like, you know, it's like what are we gonna tell? Like, what are we gonna say to them? Nothing. I'm pretty much just at a point right now where I still can play the game, but I would like for them to at least patch the PC version out. As you can see, some of these are actual, like, these are actual frame drops that I had in the game. It's just bad, man. I just wish that because it's not like I have a super PC, but I'm running like a RTX 3050. So I you know, I only got 8 gig of RAM, so that's the biggest problem I know. But man, the game is not even optimized like a little bit, so I can't even begin to try to play the game at a, you know, the way that it was meant to be played. So I think that can basically really wrap up the way that I feel about the game. I wish I had more good things to say about it. The story was a joke. Like, what? Did y'all start mashing the... Y'all mashed the characters together, man. Y'all didn't have no other ideas. Bro, the last, like, 4 out of 5 games have been about time travel and universe, you know, crossing and all. Why can't you just make up a story that doesn't involve multiple timelines, mashing characters together, just doing a bunch of stuff that didn't really take any thought? Like a 5-year-old could have thought of that. What if I put Scorpion and Sub-Zero together? And then he says, "Get over here, freeze man." I don't know, man. I just don't like it. I think that pretty much about wraps it up. I do appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching the video. It's a longer video, but these videos are going to be like this. You know, I like watching videos like this. This is why I decided I was going to start making videos like this, because I'd be sitting back watching videos like this like, yeah, man, you know what, yeah, but you know, you're actually right. Yeah. So hopefully, guys, you can appreciate at least just where it's just a conversation I would like to have with you guys. I know there's people that's not going to agree with me. Hopefully, we keep stuff civil. I'll respect your opinion. You know, hopefully, you can do the same about mine. But that is my time. Do my thing. Third Sub-Zero. It's in your hang.